Could everyone please check in, including myself? Okay, I'll bring the Butte-Silver Council of Commissioners Committee of the Whole meeting to order for June 25th, 2025. Can we please have a roll call?
1 presiding, 11 present, 0 absent.
Okay, thank you. Please let the record reflect everyone is here. We'll move on to the prayer and the pledge. Commissioner Walker.
Almighty God, we implore you, look upon us and guide us this night as we make decisions which so greatly affect our community of Butte-Silver. Direct our thoughts, words, and deeds so that we please you and best serve our fellow citizens.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item on tonight's agenda is any public comment on any items that are on tonight's agenda. If there's any member of this public that would like to speak on any item that is on tonight's agenda, please come up to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Ray Frost, 2000 Roberts Avenue. Does judicial count or judiciary count?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Chair Morgan. On Judiciary Committee, communication number 2025-334. I am in favor of Job Corps, obviously, and thank you for supporting it. And I hope we continue to do that in Butte-Silver Bow.
Great. Thank you. Is there any other member of the public that would like to speak on any item that's on tonight's agenda? All right, moving on to the report of the chair. I have a couple of things to report. One, there is a TBID grant cycle that's ending June 30th. So if there's any entity or organization that's interested in applying for some funding with that, there is some criteria that you'll have to look into, but it is to apply for the TBID money. That is due on June 30th at, I believe, 5:30. So that's in a couple days, I guess. If you have any questions, please contact Kelly Hazlett at the Butte Chamber, and she can go through and answer any questions that you might have. The other thing that I just wanted to make an announcement on is we are looking at having a special meeting on Tuesday, July 1st, so that the Finance and Budget Committee can introduce the preliminary 25-26 budget. This will be an opportunity for the Finance and Budget Department to introduce the budget, but it also gives the commissioners just time on an agenda to talk about only the budget that's being set forth. This has been past practice in what they've done. They've dedicated one meeting just to talk about that budget side. I did try to get with the commissioners to see if they were available at 5:30. I did not get to everybody, but if we don't have a quorum, we will figure out something, but it looks like we will have a quorum. With that being said, that's again next Tuesday at 5:30 in the council chambers. There will be an agenda published on the newspaper once the chief executive calls for the special meeting. That is all I have to report for tonight. Moving on to communication 25-249, Patty and Chris Solmonson requesting Council of Commissioners approval to purchase a portion of land owned by Butte-Silver Bow, which is adjacent to their property located at 17 Tullamore Street. We'll continue to hold this in abeyance pending a land sales committee meeting, which I believe is July 8th. So we'll hold that in abeyance until they give us a report back. Communication, or moving on to communication number 2, 2025-250. Karen Burns, Community Development Director, requesting Council of Commissioners authorization to schedule a public hearing on June 18th, 2025 to solicit public comment regarding developers' packet proposals for the city-county-owned property located on Mammoth Drive. We did have this public hearing last week, so Commissioner Thatcher.
Thank you, Chairman Morgan. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to place on file communication number 2025-250.
Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded to place communication 2025-250 on file. Is there anything on the question? Would everyone please vote? Bill, can you try it one more time? All right. Would anyone like to change their vote? Would the clerk please record the vote?
12 yea, 0 nay.
Okay, thank you. Motion passes. Number 3, communication 2025-296. Bill Melvin, Civic Center Manager, requesting Council of Commissioners to schedule a bid opening on June 18th, 2025 for the new portable basketball court for the Butte Civic Center. We did have that bid opening on June 18th, so Commissioner Thatcher.
Thank you, Chairman Morgan. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to place on file communication number 2025-296.
Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded to place communication 2025-296 on file. Is there anything on the question? Would everyone please vote? Okay, would anyone like to change their vote? Would the clerk please record the vote?
12 yea, 0 nay.
Thank you. Motion passes. Number 4, communication 2025-312, Bill Anderson, Commissioner, District 10, requesting Council of Commissioners to have an RFP be sent out for the fiscal year 2024 Economic Development Mill Levy Grant and to be opened on the June 18th, 2025 and reviewed by the Economic Development Committee. We did have this bid opening last week and they were referred to the Economic Development Committee, so Commissioner Thatcher.
Thank you, Chairman Morgan. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to place on file communication number 2025-312.
Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded to place communication 2025-312 on file. Is there anything on the question? No? Would everyone please vote? Okay, would anyone like to change their vote? Would the clerk please record the vote?
12 yea, 0 nay.
Thank you. Motion passes. Number 5, communication 2025-318, Corey Biggers, 65 Orofino Gulch Road, Butte, Montana, requesting Council of Commissioners to approve the purchased land owned by Butte-Silver Bow north of Orofino Road and east of Browns Gulch Road. The primary goal of acquiring the property would be to fence it off to use for livestock and to spray and treat the property to control noxious weeds that are present. We will continue to hold this in abeyance pending the Land Sales Committee's recommendation, and that again is on July 8th. Moving on to number 6, communication 2025-319. Garrity Hire, I apologize if I mispronounced that, 1100 Steel Street, Butte, Montana, requesting Council of Commissioners to reconsider the current zoning regulation that requires a minimum lot size of 20,000 square feet in order to keep chickens. We'll continue to hold this in abeyance pending a report back from Animal Control that it was sent to last week. Number 7, communication 2025-328, Zach Osborne, Butte-Silver Bow Fire Chief, informing Council of Commissioners of the Butte-Silver Bow's intent to expand the fire district 3MCT State Code 01-842T in the area of the Rocker Urban 2U. This was discussed in tonight's judiciary meeting and it was held in abeyance pending further investigation by Director Osborne. So we'll continue to hold this in abeyance and watch what happens with it in judiciary before we move forward with this communication. So we'll continue to hold this one in abeyance. Number 8, communication 2025-336, Bill Anderson, Commissioner, District 10, requesting Council of Commissioners support in forwarding the attached letter to our state congressional delegation regarding the New Markets Tax Credit Program. Commissioner Anderson, what's your pleasure?
I would ask the body to indulge me for a couple of weeks. while I get the final language of this done and work with Kelly Sullivan to do so.
Okay?
So if we could hold it, that would be fabulous.
Okay, would you make that in the form of a motion, Commissioner Anderson?
I would make a motion that we continue to hold Communication 2025-336 in abeyance till, for 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded to hold Communication 2025-336 in abeyance for 2 weeks, just till the next committee of the whole. Is there anything on the question? Would everyone please vote? Okay, would anyone like to change their vote? Would the clerk please record the vote?
12 yea, 0 nay.
Thank you, motion passes. Next item on tonight's agenda is public comment on any public matter not on tonight's agenda. If there's any member of the public that would like to speak on any item that's not on tonight's agenda, please come up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. It looks like the microphone is on, so I think all you have to do is speak into it. Welcome.
Well, first, I wish you had a microphone in the hall so when it's overloaded, we could hear out there. But I am Carol Smith, 305 West Copper, and I'm calling, asking you commissioners to rescind your vote on the rainbow flag. The rainbow flag is being flown in our government buildings, our library. It's being flown above respect for our United States flag. You go in our library, the rainbow is in their main window. The United States flag is in their second doorway, pushed in a corner. During the winter, it was surrounded by a snow shovel, a broom, and a garbage before the flag. And now they've finally got rid of the snow shovel, the broom, and the garbage, and they've pulled a plant, but it's still around the corner and pushed aside. Their Juneteenth flag is in the first entrance. Their rainbow flag is in the main window. The flag that our forefathers fought for is the United States, red, white, and blue, not the rainbow. And
Carol, could you just speak more directly into the microphone? Thank you.
I'm not a public speaker.
You're doing great. Thank
I'm
you.
shaken, and this morning I had dry heaves because I planned on coming and standing up for our American flag. I went today to a doctor's appointment at Southwest Community Hospital. I walked in to sign in, a rainbow. And I said to the girl, "Is that the only flag you have here?" And she goes, "Yeah." I says, "Would you like an American flag?" She said, "Yeah." So anyway, I went to my car. I happen to have 3. I have 1 left. And I gave her an American flag, and I have pictures in my purse. She put it up right away. "Thank you," she said. I talked to my doctor, and she kind of runs the place, and I said to her, "I brought you an American flag." She said, "Well, thank you." So then I had to go to the dental side. Walked in the door, the only flag flying, the rainbow. And I go, "Is that the only flag you have?" And she goes, "Yeah." I says, "Would you like an American flag?" "Yes." So her and her assistants, I went to the car, brought in my American flag. They put it up right away. It's not flowing higher than. Our rules for the American flag has to be higher than any other flag. And it's not exactly higher than, but it is in their window. There's another flag besides the rainbow flag. And I would like to ask you folks to rescind your votes on flying the rainbow flag in any government building. Our president, our governor, all said the same things, And now, Mr. Enroth, and you have changed it to incorporate the rainbow. They are not inclusive. I put up flags at the library, in the dark, of course. I didn't want my windshield broke out the next day. My first flag, the theater got out across the street, and it lasted an hour and a half. I waited a couple days and took up another flag and hung it in the handicapped rail in front of the library, that you would see this before you seen their big rainbow flag. And it lasted maybe a couple of hours, and it was gone. The third one, I put in another one that was a long one with USA on it, removed. That night, removed. My fourth flag was one of these. I'm sorry to say it's made in China. It's a Dollar Tree flag, but I was going broke buying flags. The third one I put in, I slipped through the little holes in the sign, and I put toothpaste on it. And I thought, well, when you reach and take that down, you're going to have a smell. It was a sweet smell. I couldn't find anything that would make them stink. So anyway, I'm here tonight asking you to vote for red, white, and blue, and the gay people, LGBTQ, they have their rights, but let them fly their flag in their home, not in our public-sponsored, taxpayer money-sponsored buildings. My sister is one of them. I love her dearly, but I will not fly her flag on my house. She can fly it on her own. And that's where this flag belongs, her back in the closet. That's me, Carol Smith, 305 West Copper. Thank you for listening, and I hope it will change your mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Is there any other member of the public that would like to speak on any item not on tonight's agenda? Now is the final opportunity. Any other member want to speak on any item not on tonight's agenda? All right, seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. On the question, Commissioner Anderson?
Yes, just something popped into my mind while you were speaking on your time. The budget meeting on the 1st, there's also fire advisory that night. So there may be a conflict with a few of us.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there's been a motion made and second to adjourn. Is there anything on the question? All those in favor? All those opposed? All right, motion passes. What's that? Oh, the Public Works Committee is, I guess, reconvening immediately following this meeting.